town, the slums of North Broad, styling money, guns, and power. On the late hour, off the Gilligan's hour. Happy faces got a smiling, rhyme pays 8 million tax-free ways. Those was them days. Now we flying on flight purple haze. We out the rat maze. I see better days to get better ways to pay. In between the good life, somebody still gotta get slayed. It's the hood life, right? With a good wife, no more DPA, she get the good ice. Through the grown up out the front door, they throw that good rice. So raise your wine, one big toast to the original Don. Allahu Akbar, no more knockoff. Play the cards, clocking crazy dollars in the hood bars. ADF, boss business status, we them hood stars. Elephant guns that knock your hood off. Rims, doors, all fall off. When you challenge the Lord, 99 gorillas, the on guard. Shit. I'm on $1 million trip, on $1 million ship, with $1 million clip, make $1 million flip to $1 billion hit. Get that money, man.
This is Real Rap Talk Show. I got my man Malcom Hill over here. He's one of the funny boys up in Philly. So how's everything been going on so far? I've been checking out all your skits and shit. You and my man Balls.
Oh, Joe the Ball.
Joe the Ball.
Joe the Ball. Well, I do skits with a lot of people. But Joe, that's my partner.
Yeah. I seen a couple with Buck. You know what I mean?
I do skits with
how long you been doing the whole comedy thing?
I've been performing for like 18 years.
18 years. Oh man. So what inspires you?
I used to watch comedy on TV, and I'm like, damn, they paying these people, and I'm funnier than them. And I'm like, because it was back in the day, it was like Shucky Ducky and all these type dudes, right? And I'm like, they paying Shucky Ducky this money, and I'm funnier than him. Okay. So, and then people was like, yo, you need to go down to the Laugh House. You know what I mean? Because you funny, you know what I mean? You funny as heck. You need to go to the Laugh House. So, people, they took me down there, you know what I mean? Because I used to work at Children's Hospital, and they had took me down there. And the whole room was in there for me, you know what I mean? And people didn't know that. And the owner was like, man, how's all these people clapping for you? And he didn't know that all the people that was in there was there to see me. Okay. So I ain't missed a day since, you know what I'm saying? I've been doing like 18 years.
So this became a career.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is, it's like when I started, Kevin Hart was in there. Okay. Michael Blackston, all these different cats was in there. Buck Wild, everybody was in there. But at the time, I was just doing it because I just said, let me just show people that I'm funny. Okay. But I didn't realize you can get millions of dollars from this thing. Making somebody laugh. Yeah. I didn't know it was real money involved.
Yeah, that's a talent to like really make somebody laugh.
Right.
What was the first experience trying to make somebody laugh? Was it hard? Like,
what happened is, like, at my job, I was always, I was funny all my life. I'm gonna be real with you. This ain't just somebody, how, people just say, well, why don't you try? No, I've been like crazy all my life. So what happened was, people was like saying, you need to try to, show the people what you really about. So I was like, let's do it. And they didn't think I was gonna do it. And I ain't missed a day yet. You know what I'm saying? I've been on stage.
So you was one of them guys that what we call in Philly busting on people.
Listen, when I was a kid, I used to bust
go with people.
Yeah, right. But it was like, it was to the point where people didn't want to bust on me. Yeah. They would bust on each other. And then I would jump in and say, well, yeah, he said such and such about you. But they would never want to mess with me. But that was like when I was a kid. Okay. And like I used to be on the basketball team, making people laugh, and they'd be like, look, man, can you stop? You're killing me. Like the referee be like, look, man, you're crazy. So I knew that as a kid. That's what's up. And really, when I first realized it was when I was in class. Okay. Because I'm gonna say something that I never really said, before. It's like when I was in elementary school, all the kids was doing work, right? First day of school. I'm like, all these kids is doing work, and I didn't know the work. So I'm like, first day of class, they like, oh, well, we're gonna have an open book. We're gonna have a test. I'm like, a test? I said, I'm here to learn. And they having a test, and all the kids in the class, they doing their work. And I'm looking around like, how's these kids doing all this shit, right? So all this stuff. So I started just acting out. I just acted out because that's what was bringing attention to me. Okay. So I just started acting out, and then I've been doing it like ever since I was a kid, just acting out. And as apparently I wasn't good in school, so I had to start making money with it.
That's what's up. Yeah. Was it any particular comedians back then that you looked up to?
Well,
like gave you that extra. I could do this.
Right. When I first seen JB Smooth.
Oh, okay.
Like it's a guy named JB Smooth. He be on Real Husbands of Hollywood and all that. Is a skinny dude.
Oh yeah,
with a skinny face.
Yeah.
I thought I was funny.
Yeah,
right?
I like him.
When I seen him, I'm looking like, wow. Right? It was to the point, he had me laughing so hard, it was to the point where I had to put my hand over my ears to stop listening to this guy. Yeah. And I'm like, yo, this is another level. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I met John Witherspoon back in the, I met a whole lot of people.
All right. Anything, I guess, was like a shining jewel to you that you learned from these different entertainers coming up in the comedian business?
Actually, like I learned from everybody.
Okay.
I learned from each comedian that, like for example, a comedian named Sugar Bear that had passed away, a good friend of mine, rest in peace, Sugar Bear. You know, I used to go on stage and tell my set and everything, and he said, Malcolm, you're not having fun. I said, what do you mean I'm not having fun? I'm telling my jokes. Mm-hmm. He said, you're telling your jokes, but you're not having fun. Okay. He said, once you start having fun on stage, then you're going to be better. Okay. And then I never understood that, but now I realize what he's saying is, if I'm having fun, regardless to my jokes, I'm having fun. Okay. You're gonna have fun. But I was up there, you know, because I was so used to going to open mic night. You get 3 minutes, like at the Laugh House. You come there, 7 o'clock, sign up. Don't get on stage till 9 o'clock. So you walking around South Street until 9 o'clock. Okay. And it was like you get 3 minutes. You know, 3 minutes is like count like a commercial. Yeah. Like 3 minutes fast. Yeah. So I was used to just going on stage, telling my jokes real quick. And that's it. But he said, you're not having fun. I'm watching you. You're telling your jokes. And once I started having fun, like don't care if you don't care whether you bomb or not, then you're gonna be, you know what I mean, you're gonna be better off. You see what I'm saying? You can't care. So basically, because I was caring too much. I was getting on stage and like I need to tell this material and this material has to work. And if it's not working, I'm panicking. But now it's like, who cares? I'm supposed to go have fun. And once that started happening,
have you ever experienced any hecklers?
You know what? What's so funny is, no.
No.
I'm gonna tell you, no. I'm not gonna lie.
Is it real though? Like how they be on I Got Jokes? Remember that show?
Right.
Bill Bellamy.
No, actually, I bombed in front of these old ladies. We was on a ski trip. Yeah. Whereas though I couldn't leave because I was there for the whole week. Okay. So I jump on stage and all month I've been killing stage. But it was this one table, these old ladies, and they was steady just talking while I was on stage, like I wasn't even there. And I'm looking like, wait a minute, is this a joke, right? And they was like, and I couldn't, and it was the strangest day because I couldn't really shut them up. Okay. And what's so crazy about the situation is I bombed, but I had the hotel room, and you ever bomb twice? Meaning, the next morning when I went to go turn the key in, the old ladies was there and said, "Dig that dude there, corny, dig that corny boy right there." So I literally bombed twice on the same show. So I got booed twice on the same show. Yeah. But I could not shut them up, and it was like, wow. Yeah. And that was I actually bombed twice. Okay. That time, and it was the time when I first left the Laugh House to go to a show in Jersey. Okay. And it was these white people. Okay. And it was a room full of white people. Now, I just killed the Laugh House, and we shot down to Jersey, and I was doing the same material, and the room was dead silent. So I'm like, wait a minute, how is this dead silent in here? And I just had a standing ovation back there. Yeah. And it was dead silent, like they didn't care about nothing I was saying. And that's what I'm saying. I used to panic. Like, wait a minute, if I'm not doing good, I would panic. But now I realize you just gotta have fun. Like, you don't care. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm performing, it might be one person sitting there the whole time like this, like
with a grizzly.
Like you need to. So I would look at that person and be like, oh no, I'm not doing good, right? Yeah. Now, I'm like, I don't care about you. Yeah. I'm having fun with these people. Like, you good. Something's wrong with you. So
now, in Hollywood, you know how they say, look at the audience like they naked or whatever. You ever go through that situation? No. Hey, look at the audience. Like, sometimes you up there feeling like you naked up there. Sometimes I be feeling like I'm naked. Yeah. But no, it's like, you just gotta
the main thing is you just gotta not care about succeeding. Yeah. Because I was too much caring about doing well, and if you care so much, you look at that one person. It's like the whole time. I remember it was a chick. The whole time she's like this. Yeah. Like this nigga, is he really think he's telling the truth? So I'm looking at her. I'm looking at her. She's like, yeah. Okay. Right. So once I realized that you performing for the people that love you. Yeah. So if these people over here love you, I'm going over here, I'm rocking out with them. And if you don't catch up, you know, that's on you. So
when did your career start taking off? Like when you really start seeing
progress?
Yeah, like I'm that boy.
You know what's so funny? You know what's so funny? When I first signed the autograph. Yeah. Right, I was at the Laugh House, right, on a Saturday, and I performed and everything. To be on, like, open mic night was Wednesday and Thursday. Mm-hmm. But Mr. Rod finally let me perform on a Saturday.
Now, those that don't know about the Laugh House, explain a little bit what's the Laugh House.
The Laugh House is the biggest comedy club in Philadelphia. Is where everybody started out. Kevin Hart, you know, Michael Blackston, you know, D. Lee, everybody started out there. And the Laugh House was the only place to work on your material. You know what I'm saying? So everybody would go down there to work on material every Wednesday and Thursday. Now, the Friday and Saturday shows was the major, bigger names. So, you know, they wasn't letting open mic cats on Saturday. So when he finally let me on a Saturday, right, I thought I was Eddie Murphy. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I made it. This is it. This is what I've always been looking for. Yeah. And when I came into the lobby, this white guy came up to me. No, first it was a lady. And she said, excuse me, can I have your autograph? I'm like, my autograph? What the hell you gonna do with that shit? Yeah. I was like, what do you want my autograph for, right? So when I signed hers, okay, fine. But then when the dude came and had me sign an autograph, and I'm like, they really think I'm somebody, right? Yeah. So from then on, I'm starting to say, well, you know what? I am somebody.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
You know what I mean? And then I've been doing it like ever since. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
You know, and I watch newer comedians, you know, when they get so happy just to have their picture on the flyer, like, look, my picture is on the flyer, and I'm like, okay, you know, and they be thinking that's something, right? Or you know, when I first had my name on the flyer, I thought I made it. I'm like, see, look, everybody had a picture though. Yeah. And then it said, and Malcom Hill down the bottom. Okay. My name on there, I was cool. But then when I first had my picture on the block.
Yeah, I seen your name with a couple of people, Buck Wild, like you said, Teray. Everybody. You know what I mean? Yeah. So another one again, not to forget, Joe the Balls. Right. Now, I see y'all doing skits and stuff like that. Like, what got y'all into the skit thing? Like, are you going, like, I guess, further the career as far as like a movie coming up or anything?
Well, I got a movie called Why Is My Child Support So Damn High that's coming out.
Oh yeah?
Soon. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Called Why Is My Child Support So Damn High is my concept. Okay. And so once that comes out, that's gonna push me over the top.
I don't want to ask too much about it, but can you give us a little bit, like, what is it about?
All right, it's about a guy that has 3 baby mamas. Right? He has 3 different baby mamas.
Jerry Springer.
Right? The one mama is a bougie chick. Okay. Right? And she's taking him to court for child support. Okay. The other baby mama is a heavy-set girl, and she's taking him for child support. But she still lives, the heavy girl still lives in his old house. Okay. Right? He's trying to stay cool, right? But she goes with a new boyfriend that just got out of prison. He's all in her ear telling her what to do. You need to try to raise the money. But I got a main girl that I live with. Okay. And she don't understand that I'm trying to stay cool with both of these 2 baby mamas because they trying to raise the money up and trying to, you know, raise it. But I'm, you know,
that's a typical scenario.
It's real, but it's never
I can relate to it.
Right. But it's never been a movie about that. But the real,
I would love to see that.
Oh, it's crazy. I got a lot of you know, special guests in there. The special guests, they all did their thing. You know what I'm saying? Okay. You know,
that's what's up. I hope much success on that. Oh yeah. I know it's gonna pop off. That's gonna be funny.
It's the only movie. Listen, it's no movie about child support out there.
You're right about that.
And like my child support is higher than like my coworkers, because my coworkers is 5 different characters, and they pay child support too. But mine's is higher than theirs, And it's like, we working at the same job, and they got me paying all this. And they trying to raise it even higher, so I'm trying to...
So you basically kissing ass.
I'm kissing ass, but my main girl don't understand why. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. And then the heavy chick, you know, her boyfriend just got out of jail. He ain't working. They laying in my old house, and they...
Who directed and produced it?
Well, Stone Room Entertainment. Stone Room Entertainment. They directed it and produced it and everything. Ed, shout out to Ed. You know what I mean? And you know, he helped me out a lot with it. So I mean, but it's once that come out though, I think that's gonna help the situation.
Yeah, I can see that.
But I've been doing like a lot of little skits just to see how I look on camera. And people been really like, yo, you need to really do this. And I'm like, I just started this stuff up just to get it out there to see how it looks.
The last one I seen was the one where y'all was working on the car.
Oh, that was real. We was on our way, me and Joe was on our way home.
Yeah, how y'all come up with that?
Yeah, well, I just said we need to shoot something while we was together. I said, I tell you, when I tell you I thought of that in like 2 seconds flat, and I put it out. And people like, yo, that's funny. I'm looking like, we ain't really do nothing. That's just like, it was a minute.
That's what's up.
And people gonna share it. When people were sharing your video, that's when you like, okay, they really fucking with this. They really fucking
now, as a Philly entertainer, you know Philly, we one of those love and hate fans and stuff. How do you deal with the support and stuff like that? Like how is your support base in Philadelphia?
Well,
is it the same as the rappers?
You know, we get support, but in comedy, it's so many dudes now trying to do comedy. Since Kev did what he did and got that, there's a lot. It's every barber is a comedian. Every barber, Mike the barber, Joe Rob the barber. Everybody. So the competition of trying to do it is high because there's so many people, and then it's like I'm had to say it's gangs and cliques. Like people that only rock out with certain people. These people,
So it's political.
It's political, very political. Actually, I just listen. I'm gonna just say this now. I'm gonna have to say this now. Somebody, this friend of mine, she called me and said, my manager called me and said, I'm trying to get you on this show. It's already 3 people on there, and I called them to try to get you on there, and the promoter said, no, we can't put him on there because Malcom charged too much. And I said, well, I never even talked to this guy. One of the 3 comedians told him, oh no, you're not gonna get him. He charged too much. He ain't even listen. I work. But that's so they can just keep their same people on the show. And that's some of the things that happens. Like before I started, I didn't realize what really goes on. I thought we all friends. We just get on the mic and everybody's cool and this, that, and the other. No, this is a business. And when it has to do with money, that's why it's a business. It's a business.
So it's like a bid war going on with the managers and the promoters.
Everything, man. It's like a bidding war, and it's like, it's a business. And which, like, behind the scenes is like unbelievable what really goes on in this game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was a little intimidated myself when I reached out to you.
See what I'm saying? Even you thought the same thing. Oh, he charged too much. Man, listen,
so
man.
I just, I'm gonna go for it. You know what I mean? And just do my thing. But once again, tell the people where they can find you at.
Instagram at comedian Malcom Hill. Or Malcom Hill 215, and I'm on PCRadioLive.com every Tuesday from 8 to 10. 8 to 10 PCRadioLive.com. Instagram at comedian Malcom Hill or Malcom Hill 215.
All right, this is Real Rap Talk Show. This is your boy Billions. Once again, we're going to take it out
of here. I don't charge too much.
We'll be right back at y'all. We're
don't listen to him.
The street. Thanks again.
Malcom Hill over there handling business. I see you, baby. I see you. Shout out to my man over here. He been showing me love ever since we met, man. You know what I'm saying? Gotta shout out to Real.
That's what's up.
Yeah, we're gonna get into this. Okay. Yeah. There we go. Hey. Like I said, man, I go by the AM Hard Show. That's AYEM Hard Show. All the way from West Philadelphia. Okay. I can follow me on Instagram. All that kind of stuff. Yeah. It's Friday night, so what we gonna do?
All we do is roll it up, and then we take a hit. And then we take a sip. Don't be surprised if you see me with your chick. Every day you like a movie, my life was like a flip. So she chillin' in the ride, because she feel the vibe. Let us in the club, because they feel the vibe. Copy in my style, because they feel the vibe. She feel the evergreen, said she chillin' with the squad. You couple of just be with the sneaks, I'm doing taking pictures. They fell in love with my style. I'm saying love my charisma, I'm
into another song. Thank you. We're gonna get into another song called All I Know by my boy here, Aaron So Fine. I like to get turned up when I put this song. Hey. That's all I know. That's all I know. That's all I know. That's all I know.
It's your boy, comedian Malcom Hill, aka the Prince of Philly. I'm about to take y'all to where I first started open mic night. I used to be out here at 6:30 signing up, and the show don't start till 8:30. 50 people on the list. You don't be on stage until 10:30, and you're only on stage for 3 minutes. That's counting 60. 3 minutes.
That's a lot of pressure.
So you've been down here. So I've been down here from 6 o'clock. Sign the list. Wait for the show because the list you got to start off at 6 o'clock. Sign the list. Show starts at 8:30. I'm gonna be on stage till damn at 9 o'clock, and you're up there for 3 minutes. And I'm gonna show you where it all went down at. I used to be out here, standing around here, out here waiting.
You remember your first
talking.
night?
Yeah, my first night was crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy, man. It was the big bright light in your eyes. You can't really see nothing. And once that light hit you, it's like looking at a light bulb and then being in a dark room after that.
Okay.
You can't see shit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna show you where it all went out. Here's the sign right here. Laugh House. All right? You understand? And it's now in the Planet Building. Everybody was here. Kevin Hart was here. Everybody was here. And this is where it's at now. And one day, I think this place is going to open back up again. I don't know when.
Yeah.
But I think this place should and will open back up again, man. But this is where it all started out at, man.
The Laugh House.
Yeah. I used to stand out here, man, for
So
hours.
did you do your last show here before they shut down?
Yep. I did the last show here.
So was it like a...
It was a sad it was a sad time. People was hugging like leaving your last day of school at graduation, man. People hugging each other, man, like we was about to die, but we still seen each other the next day. But we ain't know it. But we was hugging each other like this is it. All right, y'all. Hey, good job too, man. Yeah. But it was the last show was crazy. Every comedian in the city was down here, man. Everybody was down here. And it was a crazy show. I'm just mad that my name wasn't up there on that last show. Maybe I can get up there and change those letters.
Change it to Malcom.
Yeah, Malcom Hill was.
Is there enough letters up there?
Yeah, if I can mix them around. Well, I won't have the full name, but I just have Mal up there. Mal, you know. You know what I'm saying?
You might as well take a flick up there, man. Get your last flick.
You ain't never lied, man. This was it right here, man.
Right.
This is history right here.
Yeah, I remember I always wanted to come here. I never got a chance.
Never got a chance?
I never got a chance, man. But I got a chance to meet Malcom Hill.
Yeah, but like I said, it's your boy, comedian Malcom Hill, a.k.a. the Prince of Philly, man. This is where it all went down at, man.
What's up? So in Philadelphia, what did you learn in the whole experience as an entertainer, the ins and outs, the ups and downs? What would you say to the next upcoming comedian?
Well, I would say you have to. It's gonna be ups and downs, but you gotta just stay with it. You know what I mean? You're gonna have good times on stage in the beginning, and you're gonna have bad times, but you just gotta. If it's in you to want to do it, you just got to stay with it and just don't stop, because if it's in you to try to get it done, I mean, it really is all about what you're in it for. A lot of people in it to be famous. A lot of people in it to make money. But if you in it to say, hey, I'm funny as shit, I'm gonna show these people that I'm funny, then you're gonna go far. Okay. If you in it to try to be famous, or you in it just for the money,
it's a struggle.
It's a struggle. Yeah. But if you in it to say, you know what, I'm funny. Okay. So I'm gonna show y'all that I'm funny, and whatever comes with that is juice. People, promoters don't know. I would do it for free. Not really, but I would. I would do it. I would do it for free. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because I love what I do. But it just so happened, like, damn, they paying me to do what I would want to do, regardless. You see what I'm saying? So what I would say is just stay with it, man. It's gonna be hard, because everybody can't do it. Yeah. Everybody, like singers want to be comedians. Okay. Some comedians want to be basketball players. Yeah. Stay in your lane. Do what's best. Do what you do best. If that's what you do best, do what you do best.
Now, how you feel about the whole, when they started the whole movement where the comedians, they stop cussing, stop saying the N word. Right. Are you a part of that?
I'm a part of that, because you ain't gonna get nowhere far if your language ain't correct. Okay. If your language ain't correct, you're gonna be doing the corner bars.
So you like you take it back to like the Bill Cosby, you know what I mean? Because I literally used to sneak and listen to Bill Cosby and Richard Pryor, you know what I mean? And it was like a totally different audience, you know what I'm saying?
Well, what I didn't realize is the style of comedy that I started out doing was cussing and talking about having sex and all that. And once you continue on that path, you're not gonna get nowhere. Okay. That's the bottom line. You're just gonna be doing bars, which is cool if that's what you want to do. But if you want to get to that next level, your language have to change, your material have to change, and it has to be TV ready. Okay. If it ain't TV ready, you can't like when they first hired me to do this thing for these senior citizens. Okay. All my material was about fucking somebody in the ass. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, and they hired me for that. I'm like, well, man, and them people looking at me like, hold up, you can't be, and then I realized you can't do that kind of material. You can't focus on trying to do that kind of material because you're not gonna get nowhere. They couldn't book me to do a birthday party, or they couldn't book me to do their house party or the old folks home.
It was just too rated.
Right, but they didn't know. They said, well, maybe he gonna change his material. Okay. No, I went in there and still said the same thing that I said at the show. Okay. I mean, I thought y'all knew that this is all I got. And this is what it is. So I realized you have to be able to do. You have to be able to be on Channel 6. Okay. Not on this Def Jam. Okay. If you can be on Channel 6, Channel 10, stuff like that. If they can play what you doing there, then you can do house parties, you can do birthday parties, you can do kid parties, all that kind of stuff.
So what's your next move right about now?
Well, like I said, when this movie get out, I'm hoping that it gets picked up by, a major, and that should help me move to that next level, because I put a lot of work into this movie, a lot of jokes that I've was put into this movie. So I'm banking on this thing happening. You know what I'm saying? I'm banking on this movie popping off. So if this thing do pop off the way I projected to, I think that's gonna push me to that next level. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna, all the hard work, to do comedy, you driving here for 4 or 5 hours just to be on stage for, and you driving here, that's a lot of work. But one movie, you getting paid more than you done did.
You set.
In 200 shows. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm just hoping that movie pop off. That's what I'm banking on. But until the meantime,
I hope so too, bro.
Oh yeah. In the meantime, I'm just grinding on what I'm trying to do. Just still trying to get better at the craft. Trying to be the best I could be. You know what I mean?
Okay. That's what's up. Yeah. I appreciate you taking your time out to come down here.
It was my pleasure, man.
I know it's cold out here.
You know what I'm saying? This is where it went down there, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So I'm quite sure it brought back memories.
Oh, man. I used to stand right here like for hours, man, just waiting for the show to start. You know what I mean? Like, man, this is crazy. Yeah. And now we're here, and it's like, it's an abandoned building. I never thought that this was going to be like this.
And this was like one of the last comedy places?
This was the comedy place in the city right here. This was the best place to do comedy at right here in the city. Now it's comedy everywhere, but at one time, everybody was right here.
Okay.
Because there was no other place to go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And once again, tell everybody where they can find you at.
You can find me at Comedian Malcom Hill on Instagram, Comedian Malcom Hill on Instagram, or Malcom Hill 215 on Instagram. You know, Facebook Malcom Hill. You know. And PCRadioLive.com every Tuesday from 8 to 10. Shameless plug right there. PCRadioLive.com. Shout out to my co-host DJ Truth.
Okay.
Shout out to Joe the Balls, Skeet Carter, Denny Live, Teray, Buck Wild, everybody, man.
All right. This is your boy Billions, Real Rap Talk Show. I appreciate you coming out, bruh. And it's another one, and it's a wrap. We out of here.
Peace.